Welcome to Summoner's
For the most part, she did get a small buff, well, medium small buff to her Q after the initial nerfs that dropped her out of like play and almost entirely, which kind of brought her back, you know, some for just for fun play or some solo Q play here and there, but just not as viable as a pick as she used to be.
Doesn't have as much of the free pushing potential as she used to.
With the nerfs to Relies though, I expect that we'll see Riot making some buffs to some champions that gives them some room to buff. You know, like Azir, Talia, maybe even Aurelion Sol, all really strong champions and got pretty nerfed after
basically nerfed out of viability.
Yes, basically nerfed out of viability. And part of that, I think, is because those champions are all really good at abusing Relies.
Well, so also because they're all really
no, I know they were really good, but being really good abusers of Relies on top of being good at the time, like, that probably was what made them just so exceptionally strong. So with some nerfs coming out to Relies this coming patch, we might see Riot make some efforts to buff Azir and Talia, and then back feeling a little bit more comfortable after the Relies changes.
So PB Doughboy gonna be leashed onto his blue buff, and Beniona actually leashed onto his red buff. He's starting off on the red side of the map, possibly going for that. No, he's moving towards the blue side.
He didn't even use his smite during that leash. They gave him a really hard leash there, and he's going straight to his next buff with that smite.
Yeah. Interesting. The reason, most of the time, the reason you would start on the red side of the map is if you wanted to go for the kill off the red buff, kill off all of the Krugs, which gets you level 3 after only 2 camps, and then you can go for an early level 3 gank. Lee Sin, one of the junglers capable of doing so because of how well he clears the jungle. But no, he's just going for the red buff into wolves and then blue. So that's really kind of very slow jungle pathing. If you were going to do that, you might as well have just started on the blue buff and cleared away the camps.
And then ganked top or mid.
Yeah, so I'm really not a big fan of full starting red buff when you're not going to go for that level 3 gank.
So he might take away the Scuttle Crab over in the jungle right now.
PB Doughboy clearing out his entire blue side. That's the more standard route. Jack playing up this gangplank up against Magical on this Poppy. And then Tall Guy
Sin's going in for a gank.
Oh, here we go. Beniona going for a gank onto Jack Love's Lamp. He's going to get the slow with that one. Lands the Sonic Wave, follows it up, safeguards out. He's not just putting down some damage to apply pressure. Bad Cop going to knock away Kitachi with that Howling Gale, but Chaos Thresh doing enough damage onto Tall Guy by himself to win the trade. And Tall Guy going to take the 4th shot from Kitachi. Really should have just backed away there. And PB Doughboy going very low, starting off his red buff here. Tall Guy really needs to just back away, know the potential. He's going to take another 4th shot from Kitachi. Blocked away by that Eye of the Storm shield from Bad Cop, but needs to play a little bit more respectfully of the damage coming out of Kitachi. Chaos Thresh already topping himself back off. Tall Guy going very low here. Jack is going to use those powder kegs to push out the wave there.
Tall Guy falling behind a Telephone CS already in this laning phase.
Down about a wave here. It's not going to be evened up at any point because Kitachi is just managing to freeze the wave up down here. He's going to dodge away from the Deadly Flourish. Nice sidestep from Bad Cop. His Eye of the Storm Shield absorbs most of those auto attacks, but Tall Guy too far away to trade back while they're focusing him down. Chaos Thresh moving forward aggressively, zoning away the bottom lane of Team Landsnake. 4th shot coming out once again. He's going to land it. Deadly Flourish lands, and Tall Guy takes a lot of damage even through the Eye of the Storm Shield. Deathfire Touch still ticking away. He's going to need to use that. Echoed Voice putting down a little bit of damage there. Here's Beniona. Hey, Echoed Voice flashes away immediately. Sonic Wave, he's going to land. Not any more damage to come out, but Echoed Voice taking a lot of damage in response. Putting a lot of pressure early there. Jack has actually opted for the Exhaust, I just noticed, up against Magical here in the top lane. Not going to have that teleport available. Tachi putting down a lot of damage. Ooh, nice interrupt out of that. Bad Cop using the Howling Gale to interrupt the headbutt. Here's PB Doughboy in the bottom lane ready to help out. Blast Cone's over the wall. Now he's going to come in. There's no vision. They do ping him out now. Chaos Thresh knocks him into the air. Kitachi getting jumped on. Going to flash away from the Howling Gale. PB Doughboy still has the Arctic Soul. Knocks Kitachi into the air.
Here comes teleport from Poppy.
Yeah, teleport from Magical coming in the backside now. Bad PB Doughboy in trouble. He's going to get knocked into the air. Knocked back in. First blood goes over to Magical. Deadly Flourish kept him there even though he tried to back away. Magical's recall gonna get interrupted by Bad Cop there. Helps so that Jack can try and shove in the wave, interrupting his recall, delaying his return to the lane. He's actually going to interrupt his own recall just to try and put some pressure here, help out his bottom lane. Jack did not have his teleport to respond, but it's just a Gangplank pre-6. It wouldn't have done much to help anyways.
Gangplank, a champion, not really known for his teleport helping him get to ganks. More so.
Ooh, Echoed Voice gonna get stunned up by Scout of the Week. Exhaust goes down. He's gonna actually put down a lot of damage onto Intense with the help of that seismic shove. Beniona in the mid lane now. Jack actually put down about half of this tower's HP bar with oh, another interrupt from Howling Gale. Both interrupts Chaos Thresh's headbutt as well as the recall from Katachi. Beniona now recalling in the mid lane. Really nice play from the support of Team Landsnake here. He's going to interrupt Chaos Thresh once again, doing so much disruption for his team at no cost to himself. Bad Cop just putting down all the pressure in this bottom lane onto the members who happen to be there. Oh, another stun onto Echoed Voice. Intense gonna throw down the Unleashed Power. Echoed Voice gonna get taken out. Bad Cop once again interrupting Chaos Thresh. He's gonna get stunned up here by the auto attack, but no follow-up because Katachi already finished his recall.
In the bot lane, Chaos Thresh just flashed. We didn't really see it, but Chaos Thresh flashed on Janna there.
Yeah, he had no follow-up. There's no reason for him to do that.
Yeah, I think he's getting frustrated about the backs getting
stuck. Bad Cop is just putting on so much pressure. Why is Chaos Thresh not just backing away as far as he can?
I don't know. That's about 5 or 6 backs interrupted. I think Chaos Thresh might have flashed out of frustration.
That's insane.
Chaos Thresh ends up not backing at all, actually. Yeah. Now that his AD carry has returned to the lane and he's at full health, he's just decided to stay.
Yeah, PB Doughboy actually pulling ahead a decent chunk in terms of CS over Beniona. Beniona has exerted a lot of pressure onto the solo lanes of Team Landsnake, forcing away the flash from Echoed Voice. And Echoed Voice did go down in a solo kill thanks to that Unleashed Power. Jack getting aggressed on by Magical here. There's a Powder Keg, but he did have the Buckler Shield. Jack a little bit ahead in terms of CS thanks to that roam to the bottom lane by that teleport.
But down 1 kill from Magical's kill on his roam.
Beniona's gone for the Tiamat rush. Tall Guy now fighting Katachi, but he takes a huge amount of damage. They trade back with the Contaminate.
All in all, pretty close trade, actually.
Yeah, Katachi pulling out just a little bit ahead. Echoed Voice. He's gonna get stunned up once again. Here's Beniona. He's gonna throw down that Unraveled Earth, the Seismic Shove, and it doesn't matter because Unleashed Power as well as that Execute from the Resonating Strike means that Echoed Voice goes down once again.
Beniona have been mid several times now already.
PB Doughboy, his one attempted gank resulted in his own death. He really needs to just farm up, get to that level 6 point, which he does have now. He's looking for it. The Howling Gale once again comes across both members. And there's the Headbutt Pulverized, but now they've committed too far. There's a great Glacial Prison, and Jack picks him up with the Cannon Barrage. Chaos Thresh knocked back into the tower by the Monsoon from Bad Cop, and they pick up 2. Jack picks up his kill, and Tall Guy as well. Beniona gets behind. Jack flashes away, not wanting to get kicked away. Sonic Wave lands onto him, but he's not going to follow. Really great Glacial Prison onto PB Doughboy. Chaos Thresh and Katachi overcommitting in the bottom lane, under the tower. And now that means that Landsnake will be able to pick up this dragon. Beniona sitting in the top lane, waiting to try and dive Jack once this wave hits the tower, but he is giving up this dragon for it. He gets knocked into the wall by Magical, but there's the exhaust. He gets knocked into the air. Here's the Weaver's Wall. Comes in. Magical will go down to Echoed Voice here eventually. Unraveled Earth comes out. Flash from Beniona to try and help, but nothing mattering there. Echoed Voice picks up Magical. Now Beniona might be in trouble. He safeguards out to a minion, and he will be able to back away. They trade 1 for 1, but they give up the dragon over to Team Landsnake.
It looks like Sejuani might be looking for Lee Sin to come into the
PB
jungle.
Doughboy gonna find Beniona here. He's gonna Sonic Wave onto the Gromp, gets the smite to heal him up. He kicks PB Doughboy right out.
Had PB Doughboy queued in a little bit sooner, he might have been able to pick up the kill there.
Yeah. Alright, Tall Guy comes out of Invis. Is gonna unload a little bit of damage onto Katachi. The Contaminate takes out about half of his HP.
Now that buff to Twitch, with the changes to his camouflage and stealth and whatnot, making it to where the, I forget what it's called, the Venom
Ambush?
Cask? No,
oh,
the
Venomous Cask.
Venomous Cask makes it to where it'll stack up stacks as long as they stay in it, rather than just putting down X amount of stacks like when you throw it down.
Right. So Katachi pulling out 24 CS lead over Tall Guy right now. Again, fairly standard in games against Team Landsnake. We see the 80 carry falling behind, just having difficulty hitting those minions to get the goal from them. Oh, Unraveled Earth onto Intense once again. He gets stunned up. He's going to flash away Unleashed Power. The Negatron Cook keeping him alive. Tall Guy and Bad Cop will be moving away from the bottom lane now. Maybe not. They're just going to move back in. Bad Cop going to try and take away Control War. He interrupts Chaos Thresh with the Howling Gale this time, but he will still get knocked into the air. He's throwing out the Monsoon because he's afraid. Katachi flashes for it. Bad Cop gets away with the help of that. Intense is now here as well. He's going to try and stun up Tall Guy. Intense has to get away from that cannon barrage, and Tall Guy trying to unload. He gets stunned up by that one. Flash knockout from Chaos Thresh, and there's the Unleashed Power. Not Unleashed Power. Scatter the Weak stuns him up, and Katachi picks up a kill.
Yeah, during the Jin ultimate, he opted to try and juke towards, like, away from his tower. Had he tried to keep moving towards his own tower, he probably could have gotten it.
Right, so CS leads in all 3 lanes for full Nguyen. They have about a 1.3k gold lead at this point. Magical gonna be denied his Buckler Shield. He's gonna try and look for something, but Jack, nice barrel, but he gets knocked into the air. There's the Curse of the Colossus Shield. Jack has to back away now. PB Doughboy, exhaust goes down to Katachi. Echo Voice is here. He throws down the Seismic Shove in the Unraveled Earth. He picks off Katachi. Now Chaos Thresh running away. Beniona's here. Blocks away some of that threaded volley. And now Jack is very low. He has to be very careful. Magical takes that powder keg and doesn't feel any confident to go for the dive at this point.
I'm far from done killing.
Echoed Voice, in spite of being bullied away, he's picked up 2 kills for himself, down about 15 CS to Intense. Jack has actually sustained up a little bit thanks to that remove Scurvy. Beniona and Intense looking for something cheeky in the jungle of Team Landsnake. They know that this blue buff is due to be handed off pretty soon here. They have a ward on it. Echoed Voice might face check right into Beniona. He gets jumped on. He's gonna get kicked over the wall, get rooted up by Scatter the Weak, and the Unleashed Power will come out, but not enough. He didn't have enough balls. Beniona gonna look for it. He gets the smite steal. PB Doughboy missing out on that smite, and Beniona will not go down because here's the curtain call. Gonna land on the Tall Guy, and the Dark Sphere will take it off. Bad Cop gonna take a lot of damage there. So they lose 2 and the blue buff. Getting greedy for that buff handoff, they should have just backed away. They had to know that that collapse was coming. Beniona just so much stronger than PB Doughboy right now, and again, this is why I don't like Sejuani. Just doesn't do a whole lot unless you're really snowballing. He doesn't have a lot of early pressure either. And now Bad Cop trying to hold off this tower. We're gonna get knocked into the air. Deadly Flourish actually misses onto an immobile target. Bad Cop holding off. He's gonna Monsoon away Chaos Thresh, and he's gonna be able to survive under the tower here. Nice outplay by the support of Team Landsnake. Oh, here we go. Glacial Prison misses. Chaos Thresh headbutts PB Doughboy away. Bad Cop gonna back away as Katachi is trying to take him out, but Tall Guy secures the kill. Alright, Intense gonna be handed off his own blue buff.
It's not dented.
Alright, so Tall Guy pushing in this bottom lane tower. And we still have yet to see first tower go down in spite of all the action that's been happening. Beniona looking for Echoed Voice. He lands the Sonic Wave, comes in through it. He flash kicks Echoed Voice right into the Scatter of the Weak, but not the stun. PB Doughboy here to zone him away, and Echoed Voice survives.
Echoed Voice been ganked quite a bit so far this game.
Cloud Drake spawning now. Oh, Intense is going to get ganked up here by Tall Guy. Tall Guy coming in with the invisibility. PB Doughboy backing away here. Tall Guy decides, no, I don't want this one anymore. I'm by myself. Intense still has that. He has the Unleashed Power. Throws it down into the Tall Guy. Summoner Heal keeps him alive, but here's Curtain Call. Gonna have to be blocked away. We're not gonna see what's gonna happen here because it's just gonna sit on him because he's not firing anything.
This could be first
There's the
tower
cannon
going
barrage.
down.
Gonna be used to clear out the minion wave and zone away Beniona. There's the deadly flourish going wide. Jack is here now. Gets Portal pushed away by Scatter the Weak. And actually, nice seismic shove from Echoed Voice means a double kill with that powder keg up for Jack Loves Lamp. Quick 2 kills over for Team Lanesnake thanks to the solo laners making big plays. Bad Cop gonna still up Intent. The Unleashed Power not available. He's feeling a lot more confident.
First tower still yet to go down.
Yeah, Magical pushing in this top lane. We might see first tower go down here. Jack is going to be making his way up here, and Magical will back away.
Alright, Dragon is up. If Silverwind catches wind of the various members up on the top side, they may make a move for this after the Alistar and Lee Sin make it back up towards the middle of the map.
PB Doughboy gonna take away his own red buff. Jack just pushing out the wave with those powder kegs. Cloud Drake, not a very high on priority for most of these OKLCS players' minds. Cinderhulk now finished away for PB Doughboy, as well as the Ninja Tabis. Very high physical damage, Jin, Lee Sin, and Poppy. Of course, the Sindra doing a lot of magic damage, but very unlikely that the Unleashed Power is going to go down on PB Doughboy.
To the face. Feel the
Alright, both teams starting to circle around this dragon now. Four members on each side, pretty close to it.
Yeah, it looks like Full Nguyen will have the positional advantage around this area. Landsnake backing away to try and see if they can convene and start grouping around it. Magical with the Sunfire Cape, not taking a whole lot of damage from these powder kegs anymore.
not dented.
Scryer's Blame used to clear out some of that vision. Echo Boy's gonna get stunned up by the Scatter the Weak. Curtain Call comes out, forces the flash away from the mid laner of Team Landsnake. They're all convening onto this mid lane. Sonic Wave goes out. That's putting a lot of pressure onto this top lane. A little bit of chip damage every now and then means that they're very close to getting this first tower blood. Full Nguyen feeling that pressure, they're gonna look to try and see if they can make a play onto this mid lane tower. They want to get first blood as fast as they can. And you're gonna land a Sonic Wave onto Echoed Voice. He might follow that one up. No, he's not going to. And now Jack, it looks like Jack will be the one to secure first tower blood. Yes, first tower blood goes over to Team Lanesnake. Solo gold onto the top laner. That Gangplank is catapulted into a lead thanks to his parlay as well as that first tower blood. 3, 1, and 2 as well. Has picked up a few kills with that cannon barrage. Ooh, PB Doughboy gets knocked over the wall. A misplay by KS Thresh, not landing that combo. And this, like, for this game to happen in Week 7, this is kind of a historical game for the OKLCS. This was the finals of the first split of the OKLCS. And
Very true.
like, at least one of these two teams will not be making it to the playoffs. It would be a shame to see neither of these two teams make it.
Just means teams are growing, getting better.
Full Nguyen trying to do their best to play spoiler here. Team Landsnake, their playoff streams are in the balance.
Right, ultimate coming out of Katachi in the mid lane. Looks like they're gonna disengage away.
Yeah,
though.
why is PB Doughboy on the bottom side of the map? There's no reason for him to be there. The Cloud Drake is up, but there's nothing for him to be doing on that Tribe Rush. He gets spotted out. They have positional advantage. They zone away Echoed Voice as well as PB Doughboy, and that means that Fully Win are going to be able to take away this Cloud Drake very easily. Actually, no, because they're going to contest it. Echoed Voice is going to get stunned up by Scout of the Week. Here's the teleport coming in from Magical. There's the Cannon Barrage as well. Magical going to get knocked away by the Monsoon. Deniona going to kick Bad Cop into the enemy team. Magical picks him off. That's 2 kills over to full new win, and Tall Guy now in no man's land. He has to flash over the wall. Bad Cop, or a PB Doughboy on the other side of the wall.
Losing 2 members and Dragon.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Jack is pushing in this top lane. He can't really contribute much to a fight outside of Cannon Barrage, so why take Teleport, he says. He has the Infinity Edge and the Trinity Force. PB Doughboy finds his way under the tower, and Jack picks up a tower. 2 towers to 0 in favor of Team Landsnake in spite of losing that fight.
Decent trade, still probably not worth it. Losing a Dragon and 2 kills.
Intense did take up the tower in the mid lane. Tall Guy has to back away, has to respect the unleashed power. He's already back up. Jack is now here. He's going to get jumped on by Magical, has to run away towards his team. Echoed Voice and Tall Guy both in the mix now as well. Tall Guy going to get stunned up by Scout of the Week. Badcock gonna catch the Sonic Wave. There's the Resonating Strike. Beniona getting knocked up. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. He safeguards actually in, and Jack will pick up the kill, but not before going down to the Unleashed Power. Shutdown goes over to Intense. Tall Guy coming in, but PB Doughboy misses the Arctic Assault thanks to a good flash from Intense, and he gets knocked into the tower by Chaos Thresh, stunned up by the auto attack. Here's the Curtain Call rather. He's gonna try and juke away from it. Arctic Assault not available because he gets knocked into the wall by Magical. Katachi picks him up. And
Another
PB
scenario
Doughboy,
where I'd say the player trying to juke the Jin ultimate kind of chose a weird, probably not the best direction to juke into, and then ends up
he actually could have
getting
just
caught
walked
anyway.
out of
yeah,
the range
it looked
of
like he could have kept going to escape the range of it, but he
PB
tried to
Doughboy-
juke back the wrong direction.
PB Doughboy going overly aggressive, not a very tanky Sejuani. Oh, Badcock gonna get rooted up, and there's the Deadly Flourish. They root him up, but they've actually knocked in Katachi with the Seismic Shove. Now Tall Guy gonna get knocked into the air. He's exhausted, but gets the Summoner heal out, and it means he will survive. They kill off the AD carry for the support. 1 for 1. Yeah, PB Doughboy going overly aggressive, and then choosing a very odd pathing. Landsnake do secure themselves a tower. Beniona gonna get jumped on by PB Doughboy here. He's gonna get the blue smite down, slowed up by the Permafrost. Gonna jump onto the Gromp, try and make his way out. Echoed Voice zooming along with that wall passive, gonna get the Glacial Prison, and they do kill him off. Echoed Voice with a threaded volley in the Seismic Shove secures his 4th kill of the game. And Jack just cleared out a really nice wave with that barrel. Building the Infinity Edge, so he's gonna have those big crits coming in every once in a while. He has the Last Whisper as well to try and counteract some of this armor coming out. He's gonna get jumped on by Magical. Magical gets the Curse of Colossus Shield, but Jack is continuing to trade with him. He pulls out that Remove Scurvy to get some health back.
I'll be right.
Another barrel lands on the Magical, and that means Jack feels very confident, and he just autos him to death. That last parlay with the Trinity Force means he will get a solo kill up in the top lane. It's a very tanky Poppy, but not enough to deal with the Gangplank.
Poppy went Spirit Visage 2nd item, and Gangplank picked up the Last Whisper after the Infinity Edge. She's just not really itemizing for the Gangplank right now.
Yeah, itemizing more for the team fight, but in the 1v1, it's not going to help you out as much. Beniona aggressively moving in. He's going to land the Sonic Wave, and the Tall Guy follows it up into the tower, throws that Tiamat down. Beniona going to have to back away. There's the Scout of the Week, misses off on the Tall Guy, and now PB Doughboy here to try and keep his AD carry alive. Echoed Voice and Bad Cop zoning away from the bottom lane tower. It's still 2 towers to 1 in favor of Team Landsnake. They have a 2.2k gold lead.
Through my work.
Intense already. Oh, and Beniona's gonna kick PB Doughboy, but not quite directly towards Intense. He's gonna be able to back away. And the Cannon Barrage goes down. Beniona actually might go down here. Tanked him a few tower shots. PB Doughboy and the Cannon Barrage. And what looked like a good play for Full Nguyen turns into a 1-for-0 for Team Landsnake. Yeah, Jack now up 60 CS over Magical. That's nothing to say about the parlay bonus gold, the 5 kills he has. His Gangplank is just catapulted towards his late game, which is where, of course, the Gangplank will shine. All Guy, of course, with the Rune on Hurricane into the Infinity Edge build that is the standard on Twitch nowadays.
Yeah, it's been a pretty popular build on Twitch lately, going the early 3 crit items. Works really well in the late game team fights, getting crits in the spray and pray shots. And he, since this changes, he has a pretty decent mid game, even without going in any armor pin or lifesteal.
Yeah. Beniona going, he's built the warrior into a Tiamat and then a Sightstone, a very greedy build for the Lee Sin. He's like, I want to do damage and I want to ward hop. Not a whole lot of tank stats available for him right now. Oh, PB Doughboy gonna get pushed out of Arctic Assault by Scat of the Week. They did, Intense did ghost out of fear of the Glacial Prison coming out, so Summoner was burned.
Honestly, with the introduction of Tracker's Knife, I know... Oh,
Magical looking for the tower. He's gonna get exhausted. He will get the tower, but it looks like Jack will be able to pick up Magical. Flashes over the Keeper's Verdict. He's probably going to be able to kick him off with the barrel. Will catch him off. Jack gets another kill in the top lane. Blue team gets the Dragon. Beniona going to kick Tall Guy into the wall, as well as Chaos Blast, the Redemption coming down. And then Tall Guy actually survived. Intense throws down the Unleashed Power, but Sejuani with PB Doughboy will pick him off. He's tanky enough now. They trade 1 or 2 for 0. They lose the Dragon, but they lose 2 members. Tall Guy able to survive by the skin of his teeth thanks to the shields coming out of Bad Cop, as well as the Redemption.
The Redemption, once you look at the numbers and the way that it can scale, I'm pretty sure that it scales with the bonus healing that you can get from some other similar items. And at the end of that, it's quite a bit.
Okay, Jack getting jumped on by Chaos Thresh and Beniona. He's gonna throw down that powder keg. Here's the Redemption coming out from Chaos Thresh. He actually kills off Beniona! There's that non-tankiness coming out from that Lee Sin. And Jack, in a 1v2, picks off the jungler and survives.
Really not tanky.
Tall Guy takes 3 tower shots. He will be able to pick off this mid lane tower probably here. Oh, but he's getting jumped on by Magical here. Tall Guy just trying to focus down the tower. He's trying to sneak away, but he doesn't have the invisibility here. He's gonna get... Oh, but he will escape the range with that movement speed. And actually, Tall Guy makes it out once again.
That was close.
It's me!
Barely getting away there, thanks to the movement speed that you get whenever someone's close to seeing you. It goes from 10% to 30%, so pretty big movement speed buff that he gets when he's trying to escape like that.
So Landsnake setting up around the Baron area. Full Moon will take away their blue buff. Gonna be handed over to Intense. Okay, Aspers gets a 2-man knockup, but there's no follow-up on that one. The CC's already run out, and now he's in the back line by himself. He's not gonna get the stun on the Tall Guy. Tall Guy will get stunned up by Deadly Flourish. There's the Monsoon coming out to keep Tall Guy alive. The Curtain Call was channeled, but Jack came into the backside and just killed off Gitachi by himself. He's still alive. He got the remove Scurvy. He will finally go down to Beniona. Teleport coming in from Magical gets knocked away by the Seismic Shove. PB Doughboy in the backline. Intense stuns him up. Scatter the Weak interrupts Arctic Assault. Now Magical here. He's gonna get the Glacial Prison onto 2 members. Beniona now getting jumped on by Tall Guy. The auto attacks will not be enough, but Keeper's Verdict goes wide. Sonic Wave lands on the Bad Cop. Echoed Voice now starting to chase with the threaded volley. He has the Rylise. He's gonna not miss land the seismic shove. He knocks PB Doughboy into the wall. He's taking up some tower shots. He's gonna follow it. He interrupts it with the Arctic Assault. PB Doughboy and Echoed Voice pick off Beniona. Beniona getting very greedy now. Magical unable to clear out this wave, and Echoed Voice, Tall Guy, and Bad Cop will be able to secure this one. 5 towers to 2 in favor of Team Landsnake. Chaos Thresh slowed up by the Venomous Cast means he can't get in position for a combo. Landsnake get that one and they back away.
It's me!
Tall Guy with his Infinity Edge and his Runon's already finished here is doing a lot of damage in these fights. Did not get the best spray and pray off in that last fight, but did enough to zone away the tanks of full Nguyen while his team just kited back. PB Doughboy gonna get jumped on here. The Banshee's Veil will be popped away by the Deadly Flourish. Intense gonna be taking away his own blue buff now. He has the Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Morello and Rylai's on both sides. Oh, Beniona takes a powder keg. He's gonna jump onto Jack, but he follows it up, but he's very low. Why does he want this one? Chaos Thresh knocks up 2, and Jack gets a whole lot of shielding. He's gonna get stunned up there, but now he's autoing down onto Chaos Thresh. The Monsoon comes out to keep his team topped off. Chaos Thresh now getting jumped on. Safeguard from Beniona, and now Beniona might have just given his life for it. Jack picks him up with a parlay. Then now they're chasing down 5 versus 3. PB Doughboy gonna get stunned up by Scatter the Weak. PB Doughboy moving forward aggressively, zoning him away. He still has the Glacial Prison. Now they're moving towards the Baron. Bad Cop gonna use that sweeper to clear away as much vision as he can away, and now Landsnake starting off the Baron. Echoed Voice and Tall Guy will be doing a decent job, and Jack takes out 60% of Kitachi's health with that powder keg. Kitachi now knocks away Bad Cop alone, but now Jack flashes onto Kitachi, autos him, and throws down a parlay, and Kitachi goes down. Another solo kill. PB Doughboy misses the Arctic Assault flash, but Magical is gonna go down. Jack picks up a double kill. Echoed Voice will survive the Unleashed Power with the help of that Negatron Cloak, and they kill off the other 3 members. Delayed ace for Team Landsnake. They turn back onto the Baron. With Jack Loves Lamp, with Tall Guy, with Echoed Voice all here. Really should have PB Doughboy tanking up his Baron. Jack going very low. Beniona jumping onto Tall Guy. He will secure the kill on the 80 carry. Chaos Thresh gets onto 2 members, but Jack picks off Beniona with the Cannon Barrage double kill as he autos down KS Thresh. They pick up the Baron. Get the complete ace this time. Using Baron buff that they have on their remaining 4 members. Echoed Voice did have to recall, picked up the Abyssal Scepter and a Void Staff. Itachi gonna root up Bad Cop, but not a whole lot of damage coming out. Howling Gale knocks him up.
Should be broken up into little pieces.
I think this dragon will be the 3rd Cloud Dragon of the game that spawned down in the bot side of the map.
Very possibly. PB Doughboy taking away the jungle here. Echoed Voice moving into the mid lane. Looks like the members of Team Landsnake have recalled. Jack has picked up his full build now. Trinity Force, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, triple crit items, and the Lord Dominique's Regards. He's doing absolutely massive damage now. He's basically an 80 carry, except that also does massive burst. They're securing themselves this Cloud Dragon, second dragon of the game, equalizing the dragon count. They have 5 towers to 2. They have a 12.7k gold lead. Kitachi being mostly ineffectual this game, just getting assassinated, channeling his curtain call in the wrong places, letting Jack jump onto him. Beniona secures his own red buff. And Jack has just been finding his way into the back line. Sonic Wave onto Jack. He's going to get rooted up, going to get kicked into the enemy team. He's going to get knocked out. Curtain, or Cannon Barrage goes down. Jack is still alive. Tall Guy picks off Beniona with some auto attacks. Jack actually still alive. The help of that Monsoon and the Redemption and the Remove Scurvy. He's still alive. Double kill over to Tall Guy. Chaos Thresh getting slowed up. He's going to flash away from the powder cake. Arctic Assault onto him. Tall Guy picks up the triple. Picks up the quadra kill. Unfortunately, Echoed Voice did pick up a kill before that went down. Quadra kill over to the 80 carry of Team Landsnake, and they will secure the mid lane inhib. 5 members down, 5 members for Landsnake alive. It's very likely going to be the game. Team Landsnake secure their spot in the playoffs.
just gonna say, even I normally don't say anything about these like the game from the standpoint of being in it, but I really thought I was dead in that last fight. It's like 4 different times. I was really boned about several times. I got shielded by Janna. I got Locket shielded. I got ulted by Janna. I got redemptioned by Janna. I got peeled for by Janna.
Yeah.
A lot came down from the Janna to keep me alive during the fight.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
honestly, props to Bad Cop there for that fight. That was crazy.
Anyways, that will be the final game of the night. We'll go ahead and jump into that
Match history.
Match history.
Match history. So while we're transitioning here, with that win, whether we don't really know the seeding yet, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
But
so okay, we'll explain that situation.
SNEK does guarantee their entry into the playoffs with that win.
Team LandSnake does secure their place in the playoffs with that win. It's a very interesting situation. Of course, unlucky, the perfect split, 7-0. They will take the first seed. However, there's a 4-3 record on TRZ, Retribution, and LandSnake, and they kind of have like a rock, paper, scissors situation in terms of who has wins over each other. We will have to find some other way of determining that seeding, but those will be your 4 teams in the playoffs. Unlucky taking the number 1 seed, the other 3 seeds going to TRZ, LandSnake, and Retribution, the other 3 members of the original split of the OKLCS.
Yep. Good to see some of those members working their way back up.
Anyways,
some stiff competition.
Look at that.
Season.
49.1k damage onto that Gangplank. He did more damage than any 3 members of... Actually, is that as much damage as the rest of his team combined? It is as much damage as the rest of the team combined.
It was a very fed Gangplank game.
Oh my god.
The snowballing is crazy. Who needs a Twitch? Gets quad by himself.
Holy cow. We did want to talk about quickest victory over the others as a means of tiebreakers, but it is a best of series, and then that comes into the situation that Team LandSnake was the only one to go to 3 games against Unlucky compared to the other 2 teams. We are going to have to talk with the captains and determine what's the most fair way of selecting seeding.
In general, when you're doing not a best of 1, it's kind of hard to do that system, period, because the way League of Legends works is the game is going to be at least 20 minutes, and so
if games
go to 3 games, then it
the way they determine based on match time in Worlds was because those were all best of 1 series. Or best of 1 games, rather.
Best of 1, yeah.
But anyway, talking about this game, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
But Gangplank did more damage than the rest of his team combined. If you do the math there.
It's a fed Gangplank. It's what you're going to do.
And the next highest was the Syndra, actually, on Intense, and he did less than half of Gangplank's
Gangplank did a lot of damage.
So anyways, that will be the end of that game. That will be the end of our stream tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a great second split of the OKLCS. We got to see a lot of teams come back, a lot of teams improve.
Yes.
It's been
awesome. It's been great.
It's been an absolute blast.
It's been great. It's been fun doing the shoutcasting. I hope everybody has had fun participating, doing all the games and everything. Next week we're gonna end it off with a pretty cool event. We're gonna have the gold
this
capped.
weekend.
Yeah, I think I don't know what I said. This coming weekend, yeah. On Saturday we're gonna have a pretty cool event starting about 10 a.m. Kind of check in for the gold cap team starts at 9. Gonna play two simultaneous best of 3 series. Some people mentioned will the finals be best of 5? I only think we'd do that if the captains wanted to, and if the first round went really short.
Yeah, it would have to be.
If the first round went really short and the captains wanted to, we could do best of 5, but that's likely not going to happen.
Yeah, time constraints because we have to go through both gold cap and diamond cap.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely.
Before they close and before it gets too late to drive people crazy. It's a busy weekend, There's Bedlam that day in the morning, and there's finals coming up for a lot of the people involved.
It's just a lot. It's a lot of hassle. So
we're trying to keep it quick.
Yeah. But anyways, December 3rd, RTZ Esports Arena. You can look them up on Facebook. We will have a Facebook event coming up pretty soon. Come check it out. We would love for anyone, even if you're not playing in the playoffs, just come and hang out. Come and listen to us talk about it.
They've got snacks. They've got beer. They've got pretty cheap pinball games, which I think are super fun. That's one of my favorite things to do there.
But yeah, that will be the conclusion to tonight's stream. Thanks so much for joining us for the regular season of the OKLCS Split 2. We're going to be taking a long break break after playoffs before we get into the third split.
Yeah.
But we hope to see as many of you show interest and come and join us in this type of league play.
Yeah.
So good night, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching.